Guys, we need to talk about the big fat elephant in the room, and it's not the one behind me or the one looking at you. It's flipping private hire insurance, man. One of the lads I know has just got the biggest renewal quote I have ever seen, and I'm going to share it with you in this video, and hopefully a few little tips on how you can just reduce your premium slightly by a bit of shopping around and stuff like that. Listen, guys, as per usual, thank you for tuning in. Make sure you like the video, subscribe and all that, follow. Check out the Instagram, Driver Matty, and definitely go to drivermatty.com. All things Driver Matty. See you in a second. Hello, guys. Now, listen, you're probably thinking, oh, mate, you've been a bit extreme here, aren't you? Blown a bit out of proportion for the video and everything else. I'm not, mate. He got quoted £17,000 for the year, right? I'll put the picture up. I'll put the picture up so you believe me. Put on the screen. £17,000 per year, right? For with Insure, which is one of the big companies, you know what I mean? And you're probably thinking, oh, he's got to be in a Lamborghini or a thingy or a Mercedes V-Class for that. Ford Cougar. He's in a Ford Cougar. He's in the northwest of England. He's in his 50s. He's had a driving licence for nearly 40 years. He's like 38 years or something like that. He's got no points, none at all. The only thing that's on his account, he's got 2 non-fault claims. You know, where 2 people have crashed into him and it's not even been his fault, right? And yeah, I just I just thought to do a little video of just literally just how bad the private hire insurance is. And now we're getting this a lot, and a lot of people coming at me with this. So like me being an electric car, a lot of electric cars you struggle to get car insurance for. Like I can't get insured at the popular ones like Zigo, Insure. They won't insure the Tesla. So I'm insured with Acorn, which is pretty good. But same again, Acorn was very expensive for me minibus. Insure was cheaper for me minibus. But Insure won't insure me Tesla. But Insure's just quoted this guy 17 grand per year. Do you know what I mean? So people look at insurance and go, oh, but you just got to shop around, guys, honestly. The fact that Acorn was dead expensive for the minibus, but Insure was dead cheap for the minibus for me. But Insure won't insure the Tesla, same driver, but then you'll insure the Ford Cougar for 17 grand per year. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, I just think it depends on too many factors, and don't get disheartened by just going with one insurance. If you go to, I think last time I done an insurance quote, I checked the basics, right? So you go Zigo, Insure, Acorn for me now. Them 3 me basics, I'll check them 3. And then if that doesn't work, there's a like, you know, Go Compare, but for taxis, it's called like Go Compare Taxi, something like that. You fill all that in and that gives you even more quotes of like your freeway and all them. Do you know what I mean? There's loads of different insurance companies. There's different brokers that you can try out. Do you know what I mean? And I think insurance is just such a big thing at the moment. I pay £200 per month for the Model S for private hire insurance. But if Acorn didn't insure me, I probably would have to get rid of the Tesla because no one else would insure me. Do you know what I mean? When I know a lot of guys have gone over to Zigo with the Sense app. So the Sense app was like it's like an app that like tracks your driving and everything else. And I know people to be all right with that. Do you know what I mean? But I know some lads are paying. One of the lads always only young, just started out in the taxis, and that's the worst thing about it is taxi experience. And he was paying £800 per month insurance for his minibus. It's just, honest to God, it's just sickening how much and how bad insurance is. And that's just why we were talking about on the podcast. Like, people are literally going, why are we getting our own car sometimes? Do you know what I mean? Is it worth just going down settled route or whatever? Do you know what I mean? It is, there's pros and cons of everything. But yeah, it all depends on your situation. Now, myself personally, it's probably better off for me to finance because I can get good rates. I can get insurance quite decent because I've done the taxis for years. But if you're quite new, you might be worth settling for a few years until you build up your years. So one of the big problems with the lad I mentioned at the start of the video, he's been driving 38 years. He's got 2 non-fault claims. He's got no points. Really good driver. Never had a crash. But he's only been on the taxis for 1 year. And I think that's why his insurance is so high. Do you know what I mean? So I'd want the best advice I could give you to get you cheap insurance is go and settle if you can, because a lot of them have mileage caps now, and they have like age limits and stuff like that. But if you can settle for like 2-3 years, and then when you go and get your car, right? When you go and get your car, you can then when you go and get your car, you can then say, oh yeah, I've been driving for 4 years. Do you know what I mean? Straight away, I'm driving for 4 years, your age is a bit newer and stuff like that, so you get better quotes. Do you know what I mean? But guys, just shop around. But at the moment, it's looking rough for the taxis, isn't it? Car tax has gone up from April. EV car tax has gone up. Luxury car tax has come in for EV cars. Insurance is through the roof. It's just getting so expensive. It's hard work, isn't it, guys? But listen, thanks for tuning in as per usual. Make sure you like and subscribe and all that. Get over to Driver Matty on Instagram. I'm trying to grow my Instagram, so please go over and check that out. And definitely go to drivermatty.com. All things Driver Matty, me podcast, me news blog, me airport transfer company. You know the score. I can't even name it all. I've got loads going on. Listen, guys, thanks very much for tuning in, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.